All right, we put in some polish items. We're showing clearly what's approved in the queue, how much we've got approved in the queue. The color should be theme aware. Um, this part is accurate now, so the next it will publish in 2.5 hours, or you can trigger one now. And to get more of the background of the logic of how it is assessing what it sees in the world, you can look at the assessment details. Um, I added this new tab here for recent posts. So this is in descending order from most recent to distant. Um, and so yeah, this time will be local to your browser. Should be. We're time zone aware in the back. Everything is stored in UTC in the back, but we on the client side we detect time zones properly. Um, the hyperstition dashboard I've made more simple. So whatever's highlighted is where the system thinks we are. And you can now click on individual assessments in the timeline to see where we are. And there's something called a world line. I've fixed it so this is no longer truncating. So newer ones should not truncate. But the world line, there's a guide. This is a bit of a Easter egg, but it's more for our internal. This is guiding our internal reasoning system to so it knows where it is in the world. Okay, and there's various epochs and stories around what could trigger specific developments, and it has a guess of where we are specific right now. So we're in epoch zero, and it's quite static right now. The system could be um, made more dynamic in terms of where it if it sees things, and we can shrink timelines and adjust them as needed in theory. But this is basically being fed into these cryptic strings. It knows what these strings are. It has a concept of what um, the world lines mean, and that sort of guides the hyperstition engine into picking what um, events should be posted next. And so there's detail here for that. And what else? Research papers works. This is querying 200 at a time, so it's slow. I'm going to probably tone this down to 20, or just figure out some other way to figure out some infinite paging, because this is actually coming out from the database. But this works now, so you've got full visuals on the tag cloud and the network and the domain percent, breakdown. But it's not very, I would say it's not very usable now. It's just using all of the three.js defaults. It's fun. It works, but it could be improved. But yeah, I don't think that's a priority for you guys. And then, here's the content library. Here's where it's easy to delete things. Just a note on the training data. This is the data that this is basically the reasoning, and it's called training data because this is the reasoning that the system does, that performs when it's saying why it's generating the content a certain way. So in theory, this reasoning data, this can be used as training for subsequent runs. And then this is, of course, our generate content. This has been improved to have filtering by chip as well as by word. So we can say, hey, is there a paper on Jesus? Okay, there is a paper on Jesus, and it can be selected for subsequent content generation. Um, so yeah, so there's a lot of chips. I understand it's hard to know what each of those are. I would just say that yeah, some cleanup can be done This is all dynamic based on what's in the actual database. That's why there's so many different things. So the system has evolved a bit since first development, which is why we have all this stuff. Okay, that's pretty much it. There are some minor updates in the queuing. You can see here the posting queue as well as we should have the recent, maybe the recent posts is down here as well. No. Okay. I thought it was down here. I think it was down here where you could see the recent posts. Yeah. So Hyperstation has the recent posts. So you can see the recent posts here, and I'll slim up this assessment timeline so it's scrollable. It takes a little bit too much real estate. And that's it for this update. Thank you.